Tonight, Republican candidate Mark Robinson vowing to stay in the race for governor in North Carolina, vehemently denying an explosive new report purporting to show dozens of his disturbing comments online.
They want to focus on salacious tabloid lies. We're not going to let them do that. We are staying in this race. We are in it to win it.
The current lieutenant governor facing a swirl of speculation about the fate of his campaign after CNN today published what it called a series of inflammatory comments on a pornography website's message board more than a decade ago, before Robinson began his political career. NBC News has not verified the authenticity of the posts. CNN says include Robinson referring to himself as a black Nazi and expressing support for reinstating slavery. Writing, "Slavery is not bad. Some people need to be slaves. I wish they would bring it back. I would certainly buy a few." CNN also reporting Robinson, who publicly supports a 6-week ban on abortion with exceptions, wrote that he did not care if a celebrity got an abortion, writing, quote, "I don't care, I just want to see the sex tape." CNN says the comments were all made under the same username, and that Robinson used it elsewhere on the internet, including product reviews on Amazon. But tonight, Robinson blasting it as tabloid trash.
Let me reassure you, the things that you will see in that story, those are not the words of Mark Robinson. You know my words, you know my character, and you know that I have been completely transparent in this race and before.
No stranger to polarizing comments, Robinson has come under scrutiny in the past for calling the Holocaust hogwash, which he later said was a poorly worded remark that wasn't anti-Semitic.
Come November, I plan on being the first black governor of North Carolina.
He's a social conservative who's been endorsed by former President Trump.
This is Martin Luther King on steroids, okay?
North Carolina, a battleground state in the presidential race, but a tough one for Democrats, who haven't won it since 2008.
And Laura, the Trump campaign weighing in here tonight?
Yes, Lester, the Trump campaign saying the former president is focused on winning North Carolina. Meanwhile, if Robinson were to get out of this race, he only has until 11:59 tonight if Republicans have any hopes of replacing him as their nominee.
All right, Laura Jarrett, thanks very much. Thanks for watching. Stay updated about breaking news and top stories on the NBC News app or follow us on social media.